ថ្ងៃទី19ខែ5ឆ្នាំ2006បន្ទាប់ពីចូលក្នុងប្រជុំនៅអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិមហាសន្និបាតប្រចាំឆ្នាំគណៈកម្មការអចិន្ត្រៃយ៍នៃជនជាតិដើមនៃអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិបានសម្រាប់នៅពេលថ្ងៃត្រង់ឥឡូវនេះនាំគ្នាចេញមករកចេញអីហូបនេះគឺសកម្មភាពគណៈប្រតិភូព្រះសង្ឃនិងពុទ្ធបរិស័ទនៃគណៈប្រតិភូរបស់សហព័ន្ធខ្មែរកម្ពុជាក្រោម
My name is Taj of Taj. I'm the president of the Khmer Krom Federation. We are from the southern part of Vietnam, of Cochin, China. Probably mostly the people from that area know us. And today I'm really happy that the UNPO chairperson is come here. That Mr. Hansen, that's the UNPO chairperson. And Frida, that's the co-founder of the UNPO. Please stand, let our people know. And please welcome them. Krom is the one of the UNPO super staff. It's not just staff. Mateo from the TRP. Mostly people just know the name of the organization, but don't know who and what. And there's Mateo that he came today. Thanks a lot. And here Mr. Kokso, the co-founder of the Montaña, that our neighbor to Khmer Krom. Yes, he's here. And this is one lovely lady, our friend. Rebecca Summer, who went last year to Thailand, to Cambodia, to Cambodia Krom, probably the central of where Mr. Koksa, the Montaña, I think she's been there, but cannot exist to your people, they're not allowed. And that's all it is. Probably we don't have enough time, but we have a little time to show Miss Summer fame. And there, our monk from Laos, the General Mang Pao, all his staff came here today. So some old friends, some new friends, but we are all struggled. We got oppression. This is a group that from Vietnam got oppression from the same government. Okay, and I like our chairman, Mr. Hansen, to say a few words, and before we start to move on.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for allowing me to stand here in front of you and say a few words on behalf of the UNPO. True, it's exactly as you said. I was last year elected as the chairman of the General Assembly. But before that, I have served on, as you know, Frida, I have served on every committee of the UNPO. I've been on every board meeting or steering committee meeting. I've also participated in all of the General Assembly since 1993, so it's 13 years. That makes me sort of, with Frida, one of the old-timers in the organization today. I'd like to say a few words on the subject of culture and language, which is something that I feel very strongly about. The Swedish government, which is my government, shares something with many governments in Europe today, and that is that the fear of seeing the state official languages being eroded and attacked, and they are afraid it will disappear. The Swedish government will now actually most likely introduce legislation to ensure that the Swedish language is the only official language in the country. Now, haven't we heard that somewhere else before? Isn't that exactly what has happened to the small languages of the world and the small cultures of the world? There are today estimated 6,500 languages in the world. About 2 or 3 are disappearing every month. True, they are small, but they are still disappearing every month. Some linguistic scholars estimated that some 95% of all languages of the world today will be gone by the end of this century. That is when my grandchildren has grown up and become of ripe age. In here today, there is a conference room in the United Nations building full of people that share the same experience that the governments now share, namely that they also feel that their cultures and their languages are disappearing, and disappearing fast and quick. And they do not get the support of the state in which they reside. As little as you get the support of your governments for your local languages and cultures, we are not getting it either. Now, what is a state official language? Well, in my definition, it is a regional language with an army behind it. The Swedish government will now spend millions and millions to ensure that the Swedish language, the official language, will survive. Now, where is our money for our regional languages? How do we get our money? Unfortunately, this is the situation for the UNPO as well. The UNPO is today, the way I see it, the way I think, the only organization that are addressing this particular issue on a sort of political level. There are organizations that are more type NGO type organizations that are not acting the way we are. We have another organization called the Federal Union of European Nations, which is a pure European organization, which in fact are acting similarly to what the UNPO is. But the UNPO is the only organization that is working on a global scale and a global arena. Unfortunately, and you know it as much as I know it, as much as everybody that works in this field of human rights. If there is a dollar bill, there is always a hand that holds onto that dollar bill very hard. It is very, very difficult to get that dollar bill out of the hand of the one that owns it. Who are the main owners of funds today? Well, it's the private sector, but they need to see some benefits before they let go of their dollars. There are other organizations such as philanthropists. They also have dollars, but they are also difficult to get at. And there is the state system that has the funds and the money. And of course, the third and the most important is the members. So the UNPO will not survive unless we'll find some money somewhere to sustain our operations. And that's why the UNPO has gone a little bit up and a little bit down and a little bit up again over the years. But it is important, and I like to, as the chairman representing the members of the UNPO, I like to point out, before I finish, I like to point out that I am absolutely convinced personally that the UNPO have to survive. It is a very important organization, and I think we haven't even started to tap the organization's real potential, because there is a great potential in the UNPO. If we don't succeed in the work of ensuring the survival of the small nations and peoples, we will have McDonald's all over the world. That is what it's amounting to. 95% of the world languages may disappear in the next 100 years. So our work is very, very important. It is just as important as the people that are sitting in here now for the UN conferences. So this is what I like to say, and I very much look forward to hear what you need to say today, and I thank you for your attention.
So the Kasisat Times saw the movie, and we see how our lovely lady produced the film for the indigenous over there. So close the blind. I think it's blind, yeah.
I think we should close the blinds. Everyone maybe might help.
You should switch off.
Yeah, we should really close it and shut the lights off too.
So when we go over there, have more sound systems. Alright, that's that.
Kind of
The Mekong River's birthplace is located in the Himalaya Plateau and flows down from the highest mountains of the world, separating into 4 main rivers, where 2 rivers flow into the China Sea of the Pacific Ocean. The oral history of the ancient Khmer Krom informs that we originated and always lived around 2 rivers, the large Mekong and the small Bassa, which is the Mekong Delta region. The river basin and the river itself had been always essential for the survival and the prosperity of the Khmer Krom. The first written records indicating their existence has been found in the Chinese document from the 1st century AD, where Chinese spokesman Kang Tai or Chiu Ta Kwan highlighted to have met the Funon, a highly skilled boats and trade people without clothes.
This land has belonged to Khmer population. But now, Khmer who live in here have no freedom. They have no land, they have become poor, they have no equal treatment.
Rồi ngài con phi hay rồi si nuôi chốt sâu cái miền đây sẽ trồng cái thơ tê rồi ngài rồi si nuôi cắt sâu giờ mỏ mình cướp si bằng ngài á tăng cõi nó mình cướp tê rồi ngài nưng tù riêu cả đám riêu cái giòn luộc giờ mỏ bọc kho lo hỏi mẹ con si đi bắt ăn chung tụi bé lẹ bé si giờ mà si chung cho tôi thịt lợn chúng tôi chạp giòn chạp cả đạm bây giờ mỏ si mẹ hai con cỏ bên cái miền bạn tôi riêng tôi sốt y thế bây tôi chốt nưng mà ngài nưng tôi chốt tới cái miền bạn tôi nề mỏ tai thế hai con chào nưng cái miền bạn bài si chạy chọn y thế rồi ngài rồi bà ra mẹ con nhom cũng ọt cái liên đấy mình cướp si cướp bới thế
nhâm cá nhâm ăn men cây cá thơ hơi cái nhâm màu cả bọc mẹ ơi cái nhâm cá thôi xí chân nuôi mắt đặt khem cây mỏ lăng mặt đỏ
hơi bị xe tiết nơi khét khleng để cái hào đặt ta sana ít Sala Bali Nam Bò Sala Bali Nam Bò để dồn hao ta trường Bali Nam Bò nó nơi mà chắc mình đòi tì đúng khét khang nứng cứ tha đặt tê Sala Putra Sasana chứng Put men bên tê dồn nứng vì ọt oi dương riêng Putra Sasana đây ọt oi riêng Putra Sasana cứ dồn bạn đặt bọc thô đặt bảo vật sa Hồ Chí Minh oi prasong nứng riêng bảo vật sa Mark Lenin để chơi bảo vật saរបស់បកកុម្មុយនីសហើយoi riêngអំពីអក្សរសាស្ត្ររបស់យួនចំណែកអក្សរសាស្ត្រខ្មែរនឹងរៀនយ៉ាងហោចគឺគ្រាន់តែរៀនមកទឹកគ្រាន់តែបាន1ម៉ោង2ម៉ោងប៉ុណ្ណោះចំណែកថ្ងៃធម្មតាទូទៅគឺរៀនអក្សរសាស្ត្រយួនហើយដល់ចំណែកកម្មវិធីប្រឡងរបស់សាលានឹងទៀតគឺថាយួនมันមានទៅសេជាភាសាខ្មែរអក្សរសាស្ត្រខ្មែរឲ្យខ្មែរប្រឡងនេះគឺដាក់កម្មវិធីជាភាសាយួននោះអញ្ចឹងគឺថាការរើអើងពុទ្ធសាសការប្រឡ័យពុទ្ធសាសការប្រឡ័យអក្សរសាស្ត្រពុទ្ធសាសនាខ្មែរនឹងមានដោយហើយណាក់ដែលសិស្សសាដែលកំពុងរៀននៅសាលាបាលីណាំបនឹងគឺមិនហ៊ានតវ៉ាទេគឺថាបើសិនជាតវ៉ានឹងត្រូវដាក់ពន្ធនាគារអញ្ចឹងសុកចិត្តរៀនតាំងធុញត្រាន់សិស្សខ្លះទៅក៏សុកចិត្តឈប់រៀនមកសឹកនោះលោកយើងនឹងសុកចិត្តឈប់រៀនត្រឡប់មកគាត់
ក្នុងអង្គណាមួយមានកុំព្យូទ័រនឹងក្នុងមួយអាទិត្យឬកន្លះខែគេនឹងទៅ check មើលម្ដងនៅក្នុងកុំព្យូទ័រនឹងដោយគេមិនអោយយើងដឹងជាមុនគឺគេចោះទៅជួនចោះទៅពេលថ្ងៃជួនចោះទៅពេលយប់ដើម្បី check នៅក្នុងកុំព្យូទ័រឬព័ត៌មានរបស់យើងណាដូចជាប្រតិបត្តិរបស់ខ្មែរកម្ពុជាក្រមប្រតិបត្តិរបស់សហព័ន្ធខ្មែរកម្ពុជាក្រមដែលផ្សព្វផ្សាយណាទៅដល់ខ្មែរកម្ពុជាក្រមនេះសុទ្ធតែលួចមើលដែលប្រសងអង្គខ្លះលោកលួចមើលតាមអ៊ីនធឺណិតនេះគេដឹងគេចាប់ប្រសឹកមានយកទៅដាក់ពន្ធនាគារជាដើម
ហើយក្រៅពីនោះទៀតដូចជាអត្តសញ្ញាណប័ណ្ណនេះនឹងជាអត្តសញ្ញាណប័ណ្ណណារបស់ខ្មែរក្រមអត្តសញ្ញាណប័ណ្ណអត្តសញ្ញាណប័ណ្ណនឹងអត្តសញ្ញាណប័ណ្ណនឹងគឺជាប្រសង់គឺជាអ្នកកាន់ពុទ្ធសាសនាយួនមិនត្រឹមតែគៀបសង្កត់ដោយសន្តិវិធីដើម្បីបំផន់ភ្នែកមតិអន្តរជាតិទេថែមទាំងយួន đặt nơi cái nông ăn ta sinh nhiên là bán những cái thay dân tộc nó để ta trần chiết khmer hay là xanh chiết vật tịch nước Việt Nam đặt ta xanh chiết Việt Nam đặt ta xanh chiết Campuchia krom đấy hay cần lèn tôn giáo nó nên tạm phía xa khmer dương cái thay sát na bên tây yuan đặt ta tôn giáo không vì này ta sát na nước cái miền nhưng cả này nè nên cứ tôn giáo không khi ta ở tiếp theo rồi bảo anh ta sinh nhiên là bạn ní cứ thưa ôi khmer krom 10 ngày tối nướng bắt bằng nơi sát na cứ ta khmer krom cứ tu tới nạp group rập an Phật sát na bên tây bề chỉ yuan đặt tôn giáo không
đặt thầy dương đang smart chất đôi khuôn anh đôi trên ní cát hiên và ạt má nội năm 1987nội năm 1987គេបានចាប់អាត្មាយកទៅធ្វើទាហាននៅតាំងសង់ដែលហើយគេបានសុំគេមិនអោយទៅទាហានគេមិនព្រមគេថានឹងទៅត្រូវតែទៅធ្វើទាហានហេតុដូច្នេះហើយគេបានចាប់អាត្មាយកទៅធ្វើទាហានប៉ុន្តែនៅពេលនោះគ្រាន់តែយកទៅហើយគេលែងមកវិញដែលគេដាក់ក្នុងកាតគេនេះគេថាយើងនឹងស្ម័គ្រចិត្តទាហានស្ម័គ្រចិត្តរបស់គេតែតាមពិតគឺច្បាប់របស់ព្រះពុទ្ធសាសនាគឺការពារសិទ្ធិមនុស្សការគោរពសិទ្ធិមនុស្សការគោរពជីវិតរបស់សពសត្វទាំងអស់គឺមិនអោយសម្លាប់គ្នាអាត្មានឹងសង្ឃឹមថាមានតែសហព័ន្ធហើយនឹងអង្គការនានាមានអង្គការសិទ្ធិមនុស្សអង្គការ UNPO អង្គការអន្តរជាតិនានាមាន UN HCR ជាដើមនឹងសូមឲ្យជួយមើលខ្មែរក្រមទាំងអស់ជាពិសេសសូមឲ្យគៀបសង្កត់រដ្ឋាភិបាលយួនសូមឲ្យរដ្ឋាភិបាលយួនគោរពសិទ្ធិមនុស្សគោរពសិទ្ធិការរស់នៅការបញ្ចេញសម្លេងការមានមតិយោបល់ផ្សេងដែលជំនឿទៅតាមបុគ្គលឬទៅតាមជនជាតិនីមួយដូចជាជំនឿសាសនាជាដើម
Basically, I went on a 3-month fact-finding mission to Asia. Organization Earth Peoples, which are different indigenous organizations from around the world, and our partners, like including very strongly the Khmer Krom Federation. So I started in Thailand, and in Thailand are a lot of refugees from the Khmer Krom. Why from the Khmer Krom? Because in Cambodia, they could be in Cambodia, but not really, because a lot of the refugees who come from Vietnam, Cambodia, like Laos, is basically the puppet of Vietnam. It's kind of owned by Vietnam, and that's really effective because Cambodia is like dying. They're so afraid of Vietnam. They listen to Vietnam, the same as Laos. Laos and Vietnam, I mean, when you really look into the thing, it's like everything is Vietnamese controlled. So basically the key button about like countries like Cambodia or Laos is really like Vietnam because it's controlled by Vietnam. So what happens to the Khmer Krom refugees who do flee Vietnam? They are in Cambodia and then they are, and I know it sounds like a crimi and like a film, but I saw that it's true. It's like they are like those Vietnamese secret agents. And they do kind of by accident drive over those intellectuals or chief monks who are very outspoken against Vietnam and make a little trouble by talking to the media or the press. So they by accident somehow die in Cambodia very quickly. So some of them are obviously knowing about it and then they go to Thailand. And in Thailand, the UNHCR said, oh no, you can't be refugees because Cambodia accepts you as refugees. Now you go back to Cambodia, and there you have the problem that Cambodia says, no, they're legal citizens, no problem. But when you look into the reality, nobody has legal status. So they're deported. There come secret agents from Vietnam, arrests them, takes them to the border saying, Vietnamese citizen, here, Vietnamese police, we need him back. And nothing happens because the prisoner has no paper saying we're the Cambodian citizens. So it's all a farce, and this is a problem because the UN cleans their hands saying, oh no, we don't need a permanent solution for the Khmer Krom refugees because we have a solution right in Vietnam. Here it's on the paper. Vietnam wrote as an official paper saying that Khmer Krom refugees are welcome in our country. Now let's go to the Montagnards. The Montagnards are kind of like constantly a trouble from Vietnam. They're kind of more united because they're literally like really like troublemakers for Vietnam. Look at them, he likes that. So some of them tonight, they are more accepted as refugees in the Khmer Krom. So when they flee, right now there was a major, when I was there was like masses of Montagnards refugees, but I would not get access because it was really difficult to get access in such a short time. And until I would have done all the paperwork, which the UN was very willing to help me with, but I didn't have the time. When I was passing from the Khmer Krom Mekong River Delta through the Vietnamese country in order to also visit the Montagnards, I had no chance to get in. I would have been stopped. It was just like, there was no way. As a foreigner, you know, tall as I am, you know, like definitely European, camera in my hand, no way. Now, in Vietnam, I went to the north. And there I met a lot of Hmong people, like many, many, many. And actually that was a very special moment. And Mien, Red Zao, Thai, I met a lot of indigenous peoples who lived very, very, very traditional and have a beautiful life. But what did I experience? Every day you have to go in and out, you have papers, you are controlled. Wherever you go, there is police and you have to have a document with a tourist guide. And the tourist guide is literally, definitely and clearly looking what you're doing. So I had to go through a tremendous drama in order to even go and visit my people and speak to them in an appropriate way. And it took me a while, but it was good. And I don't want to enter too much in situations, but they're very controlled. School, again, no language. Language is not allowed, you know, you think they have to dance their Ho Chi Minh communist dances, you know, like Ho Chi Minh and Ho Chi Minh, and it's like very difficult to see like tiny little children in traditional hand-woven clothes.